On January 3rd, 2011, Monday Night Raw kicked off with The Miz defending the WWE Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match against John Morrison. Kind of weird seeing the WWE Championship match as the first match. So how's Smackdown going to counter it? Well, once again, they have a world title. They have two main events just like Raw the Monday prior to that did. And the world title match was one of them with Edge and Kane. So, of course, it's going to be the first match. Last man standing match, I've seen better last man standing matches, sure. But by golly, I've seen worse last standing matches as well. Edge is still the world champion. But what's next for Edge? I say it's kind of pathetic what you're about to hear. Dolph Ziggler went on next to defend the Intercontinental Championship against Kofi Kingston. And Kofi Kingston won. Just kind of a flying crossbody. Kofi Kingston's the new Intercontinental Champion. But wait, Theodore Long's gone, so Vicky Guerrero's technically in charge. So what does she do? She makes the decision that the rematch clause was going to be taking place right away. After Dolph Ziggler snuck attacked Kofi Kingston and hit the zigzag, keep this in mind. Oh wait, now that Kofi Kingston's hurt, we're gonna have a rematch. Dolph Ziggler tries to steal it. Oh, but Kofi Kingston kicks out and he starts fighting back. And what happens a couple minutes later? Trouble in paradise. 1, 2, 3. Kofi Kingston still Intercontinental Champion. But has Dolph Ziggler's night went from bad to worse? Yes. Can it get any better? Yes. Vicky Guerrero's still in charge. How is she going to make up for Dolph Ziggler just losing twice in a row and making a fool of himself? Well, the next match, it was a Big Show dashing Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre in a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for Edge's still world title. But lo and behold, here comes Vicky Guerrero again with her annoying "excuse me's." And wait, what? Fatal four-way match. Well, who's the fourth member of the match going to be? Well, of course, Dolph Ziggler. And who wins? Well, Big Show has the advantage. Wade Barrett, I guess, is now a member of SmackDown as he attacked the Big Show. You know, he's no longer with Nexus, so he's going to turn his mind to Big Show. Big Show's kind of eliminated from the match. He had some fight, but still was not giving up. And then the end saw Dolph Ziggler telling Cody Rhodes to go after Big Show just to get the zigzag put on him. Dolph Ziggler gets the 3 count. He loses the Intercontinental title, loses his rematch right away, and now is a number one contender for Edge's World Championship. One would assume that the two of them will face each other at the Royal Rumble coming up on the 30th for that world title. You know, the Royal Rumble, you have the Royal Rumble match, which is supposed to feature 30 of the top superstars in the WWE today, but you have two world titles that, you know, might have WrestleMania outcomes, so it's like, you need those two world title matches. So yeah, Royal Rumble's notorious for having some not as big names, per se, be in those world title matches so they can focus more on the Royal Rumble match. It's perfect idea to have Edge and Dolph Ziggler as the World Championship match at the Royal Rumble. The only thing I'd stop that from being a good idea is if Dolph Ziggler wins. Dolph Ziggler goes to WrestleMania to be the world champion, or to defend the world championship. Come on. There's many wrestlers who deserve that spot more than he does. I'm not saying it can't be a good match, though. We'll just have to see what happens. Going on to Rey Mysterio and Alberto Del Rio, they're wanting to finish their rivalry that night. So they have a 2 out of 3 falls match, which quickly saw Alberto Del Rio gain the first fall using his cross armbar on Mysterio, tapping out right away. Probably a smart move as he doesn't want more damage done to his arm. And then Mysterio sneaks in some sort of roll-up or something, and Rey Mysterio ties it up. It's 1-1. The match is still going on and still going on. Action spills to the outside of the ring. Alberto Del Rio rolls in. But wait. Ricardo Rodriguez stops Mysterio from going into the ring. Alberto Del Rio wins the third fall via countout. Alberto Del Rio wins. Does Rey Mysterio lose? Well, you decide. As Alberto Del Rio kind of ran off the scene, Roberto Rodriguez wasn't so lucky. Rey Mysterio, pretty ticked off at what happened. He's going to get his revenge against Rodriguez. Beats him up all around the ring. Takes him into the ring. 619 West Coast pop. Unfortunately, we got to see Rodriguez again on Raw Monday. But, you know, way to exact revenge nonetheless. Anyone who can't stand Del Rio as much as I can't stand him had to have loved seeing what Rey Mysterio did. That's the Smackdown report. Superstar of the week, well, only one person had 3 matches, so I guess, as much as I hate to say it, Dolph Ziggler might have to be a superstar of the week when it comes to the Smackdown stars. But yeah, it was an okay show. We'll see how it picks up from here. But how's the Edge Dolph Ziggler storyline going to pick up? You know, they have to have some sort of storyline to it now. It just can't be, oh, we're going to not talk to each other, but we'll face each other at our next pay-per-view. This Friday on SmackDown, Big Show tries to get his revenge against SmackDown's newest newcomer, Wade Barrett. That's the big headlining match of SmackDown. So much more is about to happen. Is Rey Mysterio and Alberto Del Rio, their rivalry, done for? Alberto Del Rio's been showing his face on Raw more and more. Once again, so many so many questions. Let's see what happens next. So feel free to tune in to SmackDown this Friday. Otherwise, you know I'll report it here. Thanks for tuning in.